What is up, and welcome to the main day of Oidc round 2. We are in the queue for practice. We've already done one tandem practice with Connor. We said we just not turn on the camera basically before that, just to get into the swing of things, and now we have the camera on. So hello. As you can see, the wheel is off in the queue. This is not ideal. I probably would give out to someone else than this, but they're fairly chilled out here about practice queues and people jumping and all that kind of stuff to line up with people that you want to line up with and things. So no big deal, but the brakes are so big in the front of this car, all the chunks of rubber seem to get stuck in on the pad, so need to give it a bit of a wire brush, clean the pad, put it back together, because the car kind of seizes up basically. This has been happening fairly like every third or fourth lap, which is very annoying because it affects your transitions and everything, because it slows down that wheel. Basically the brake stays pressed, but it doesn't take more than a minute and a half to do it, so all good. Get it back together and get back on track. So yeah, hopefully it's a good day. I don't think I've talked to you since I've done the intro for today, but in that meantime, we done practice, we went to the hotel, I went for a swim, I had some lunch. Practice went okay, but not okay. We've had zero issues, but we've now noticed that because the car is driving nicer and going from qualifying day to main event day, everyone's after getting about 4 seconds faster today, which is, we didn't try to adjust anything between yesterday's setup and today's setup because we were kind of already a little bit faster than most yesterday, so we didn't want to like focus too much on grip. And then we done a chase run with one of the Fresh X cars with Dennis, and we couldn't stay with him at all. So The next lap we tried going like as if it was for a final. We just went like as low as we could on the tyres and gripped up the shocks another little bit, and the tyre fell off the rim on initiation. And then we called it with that at practice, because if we lined up again we wouldn't have made it out for another lap. So yeah, not in the best of places going into top 32, but we have Adrian Wheatley top 32 and we're pretty good friends with them, so I know what tyre she's on and all that kind of stuff, so I know her car won't be very fast, so that's why I wasn't too focused on trying to put grip in this morning in practice. But we probably should have done 1 or 2 laps with a bit of grip really, but it's too late to be thinking about that now really. So we're going to have to just take it one battle at a time, see how it goes. And yeah, we've got top 32 to get through first. There's no battle said and done before we ever do it basically, so gonna go do that, see how that goes, and then if we do make top 16 we can worry about putting more grip in the car basically. So bye bye.
Shanahan, Shoani, Ireland and the UAE representing this battle. Let's go. Okay, thumbs up from the drivers. The light is set, it goes green, and away they go. Connor to lead, Ali to chase. As we see Connor Shanahan now doing a nice initiation there, but look at Ali Shoani, he's right there with him, getting up on the borrowed GT86 that Connor Shanahan is driving. So we see Shanahan now doing a lovely job in the lead, but Ali Shoani is doing a nice job in the chase. How did he not make contact on that transition? See Connor Shanahan now doing a great job there as he's coming into the second outer zone, but he cannot shake off that IS300 of Ali as Shanahan throws it on the wall. Ali's right there with him, matching speed, pace and angle all the way through that last corner, around the final zone and over the finish line. Nice. Very, very good lead and a good chase as well. We always say in drifting, to have a good chase you have to have a good lead. Well, Connor Shanahan gave Ali every opportunity there, and Ali took full advantage of it, if you ask me. Nice job there from Shanahan, carrying so much speed through that first transition. But Ali well able to match the pace, stay on par with him.
Your lead was fairly solid. His chase was pretty good, a bit like scrappy on angle, but he didn't rotate the angle fast behind you on initiation. Don't know how good his lead is going to be at initiation. He could go full kamikaze, like, so just watch the flick and try read it, but just make sure to kind of get onto him and try match his angle, kind of stay within the car length, and it should be yours, just no mistakes.
You want to give me a number?
Probably like a 7.5.
It's a long enough track for a drift car, you know. It's a hard lap. That's what a lot of people were telling me, that it's tough on a car, and especially in temperatures like this. So let's see what happens. Thumbs up. Look how far Connor Shanahan's sitting back. That means something special is about to happen right about now. Ali Shoani to lead, Connor Shanahan to chase. Nice initiation there from Shoani. But look at Connor Shanahan right there with him, knocking on Ali's door, pushing him through that first zone, not letting him get an inch ahead of him. So we see Shoani now doing a great job on the lead line, but Connor Shanahan's right there with him, transitioning for the first time, washing out wide nice and early to start the zone to fill it. Ali there just dropping one wheel halfway around that zone. Connor Shanahan not affected one bit, able to sit back, wait, going, right, you're ready, let's go. Diving up on the door of the IS300, pushing him around that last corner. Look at this from Connor Shanahan. That's some good driving.
You're a fucking bully.
Ali looking so calm, cool and collective, but unfortunately it's not his. Come the other side of the world to battle someone you know. Well, let's see what happens. Shanahan to lead, Adrian Wheatley the chase. Shanahan throwing it in, nice initiation. Adrian now tucking in beside Shanahan. She knows he can commit, because Jack is an unbelievable driver, but as we see Jack now doing a good job in the lead, starting to pull a bit of proximity. Maybe the experience in that S15, but Adrienne doing a nice job there now, definitely doing herself proud. Her goal this season was come to Oman in qualifying, so she ticked that box at round 2. But Jack Shanahan is a man on a mission. He got third step on the podium at round 1. He's seen the ham go out. He knows Kylie's on form, so he's like, look, Adrienne.
Savage lead, absolutely class, well done. To be honest, like, you probably had 3 to 4 Carolines everywhere. Like, I don't really know, let's say, what the call is, because I don't want you to leave lots of room and then catch her somewhere really fast, you know. So just try, obviously don't push, but just try balance the proximity and you're in a safe place. Okay. I'll just leave her off along the first corner. I don't know for the first at least, I'll just try through again. And just be really careful on her transitions. Obviously she's tilted up, so she doesn't rotate straight angle, so don't get caught out in five ending or if you were pushing, you know. Oh yeah, another fine. Okay, focus.
Shanahan waving to the crowd. Jack Shanahan takes the win.
So top 16 parade is underway. We are both through to the top 16, me and Jack, so quite nice. I have a big battle with Demir next. He's one of the guys to beat, so it will be a full sin battle. But I'm excited for it. I've been a fan of Demir for a long time. Obviously watched him a lot when Jack was driving in Russia, so quite excited to drive with him. He's a clean, very good driver, so it should be a good battle.
Connor, you should be driving that now.
Oh yeah, we haven't got to listen back around.
Episode. Top 32 is over and done with. Me and Connor are both in the top 16. We're both battling Fresh X cars in top 16. I am battling Dennis Miguel. It's going to be quite an interesting battle. It's actually nice to get to battle Dennis, to be honest. I drove for Fresh Auto in RDS in 2021, so there's a bit of history there as well, which is cool. So he was basically my drift boss for one season before. We never got the battle while I was there, so it's nice to be able to battle now, and his driving has come on leaps and bounds since then. I am quite worried that he's going to beat me, to be honest, because the cars are really good. He was really fast today in practice. We done some tandem practice today with him and he absolutely got me, so hopefully with the bit of grip that we put in we can stay with him. The car did feel more comfortable in the top 32 battle on my lead. Hopefully that feeling stays and we can push on for top 16 and see how that goes. Connor is battling Demir, who is driving the other Fresh X 400. We have two fairly tough competitors and tough cars to take down for top 16. Nasser went and done us a favour and beat the Ham in top 32. So the championship is now kind of wide open again. So me, Tomas and Connor have moved on to top 16. So I think if all three of us make it to top 8, we will probably surpass the Ham in the championship going into the last rounds. Right now, to be honest, it's not really about trying to win the event, but trying to at least stay in the fight for the title until next weekend. We'll see how it goes. Just gonna keep the head in the game, try focus, hopefully find grip out of somewhere. We have to go pray to Allah now that we're in the Middle East. So we'll see what happens. We're just going to try and hopefully it goes to plan.
There we go. Conor Shannon to lead, Demir to chase. Nice initiation there from Shannon. But look at Demir, the angle he's carrying in the chase position there behind Conor Shannon. Conor Shannon on a great line. Look at the sparks coming from the bottom of that. I'm not sure what's going on there. We can't even see Demir coming through the centre section. Oh, his quarters after coming off. His bumper's coming off. What's happening? But Conor Shanahan on a near perfect lead line all the way through, out to the wall, not putting a foot wrong. Demir doing whatever he can to just stick with Shanahan. He knows he's going to be fast. Pushing right up on the door of that GT86. Oh, that was a great chase.
Okay, so good lead, nothing hectic. Into the first corner, his car, like, he hit you, but it's like he DV'd it, but he didn't. But he then dropped the wheel at clip 2, and his fucking formation through 3, and his transition was not good, but the minute he got through the transition then, he fell onto formation, like, absolutely perfect. And then his chase into 5 was pretty good as well, and his last corner was fairly good also. But if you can just go, like, it's only a 9 out of 10 you need, like, you don't even need to go 10 tenths, but a 9 out of 10 and keep your formation good throughout the whole lap, you'll be sweet, because your lead is good. He'll probably just about match that, but then if you can just make sure that your formation is good the whole way from 1 to 2 to 3, and then just keep good proximity for the rest of it as well, you'll have it in the bag. And, like, I'm sure you can trust his initiation, because he'll more than likely go full sin. There is a chance he might call a 5-minute rule also for some reason, because the back fucking quarter panel just fell off for her. Did you hear what I said, Conor?
Yeah, so just try to be better than where he made the mistake, and it matches proximity everywhere else.
His formation, like, into the first corner, he didn't, like, snap the angle, but his formation was good the whole way through 1. But then from 1 to 2, he, like, fell behind you and dropped the wheel at 2. So just make sure to stay up on the front wheel the whole way to the inside clipping point. Try and nail that transition.
Okay, thumbs up. Light goes green, away they go. Demir to lead, Shanahan to chase. Nice initiation from both guys. Demir in a lovely line, but look at Conor Shanahan, he's right there with him. There to get a passenger spin around that first corner. He's that close. He's to make a way through the centre section now. Shanahan's so close to the wall as well. Demir on a beautiful lead line, putting the back wheel exactly where the judges want to see it. But Conor Shanahan is on 100% beast mode now. Will he make the best transition of the night? Yes, he does. Dives right up on the door of Demir, coming through that last corner, pushing him around. What a battle! Demir! So let's see what way the judges are going to go with this one. And there you have it. Conor Shanahan advances on.
I don't know if I have the speed, because, yeah, like this, all the time.
Top 16 win against Demir. Hard battle actually. Pushing. He was pushing, I was pushing. Had a little bit in the tank in the chase run, and yeah, nice to battle him. I've always been a huge fan of Demir. When Jack went to RDS, I always said that Demir would be one of the best Russian drivers in European style. Very smooth, easy to follow, great guy, great team. Obviously a lot of history with Jack, with Fresh, so quite cool. And now Jack is going to battle his own boss, which is cool.
Okay, thumbs up from both drivers. Jack to lead, Dennis Miguel to chase. Oh, look at this from Jack Shanahan, but Dennis Miguel right there with him, pushing him around that first corner. Jack Shanahan doing a perfect lead line yet again, but Dennis Miguel right there. Huge transition from both guys. Shanahan carrying so much speed and angle through that transition, but Dennis Miguel right up on his door as we see them transition one more time. Huge dive on the wall from Shanahan. Dennis getting a small bit lost in the smoke, ends up on the inside. He gets back on Shanahan's door as they come out of the final corner and over the finish line. Yes, boys. Jack's like, that joke is so fast. And there you have it. Jack Shanahan advances on.
We need to try find grip like we were so lucky there.
Right, here we go. Connor the lead, Robert the chase. Leave the line. Shanahan, nice weight transfer initiation. Robert Tuck's right in there beside him. Robert Babagulian is a man on a mission this weekend. As they come around that first corner, Shanahan doing a great job. Perfect lead line, but Robert's right there with him. Huge snappy transition right behind him, pushing Connor Shanahan. Connor doing a great lead line though, giving Robert every opportunity in the chase as they come through the centre section. Huge transition from both guys. How did Robert avoid contact there? Connor doing a phenomenal job. Back wheel on the white line, near perfect from both Shanahans every time. Him and Jack are actually freaks. So let's see what happens when we swap them around. Okay, away to go. Robert lead, Connor to chase. Make the way down. Look, Shanahan initiates before the lead car. That was unbelievable. Robert doing a great job through that first section, but Connor's right there, knocking on his door, pushing him in close to that inside clip on the wall. Lovely transition from both guys. Connor Shanahan doing a brilliant job in the chase. Robert doing a nice lead line here as they come back through the middle. Snappy transition from both guys. Barely avoiding contact as they flick back one more time, throwing it over the line. Wow! Send them again. Send them boys again. Okay, thumbs up from Abdullah. Thumbs up from Jack. Light is set. Goes green and away they go. Jack to lead, Abdullah to chase. Nice initiation there from Shanahan, getting out lovely and wide. Abdullah's right there with him. He puts the foot down now, gaining proximity through that first corner, right up on the door of that S15. Jack Shanahan doing a brilliant job in the lead. Puts the nose right on the concrete wall yet again. Jack Shannon's like a man on tracks. He's doing the same line all night, but Abdullah Hamada is right there with him. How did he not make contact with Shannon on that transition? That's the best transition on the track. Shannon washes wide there, drops one wheel in the last zone as we see him coming back and over the line. Starlight Marshall starts the light, away it goes. Connor the lead, Sebastian the chase. Nice initiation from Shannon with Sebastian Fontaines right there with him, pushing up tight on that GT86. Connor Shannon doing a lovely line through the first corner there, but Sebastian Fontaine knocking on the door, so close together going by that inside clip as we see the front of the E36 jumping up and down from the grip in the back of it. Connor Shannon yet again Mr. Consistent on the same line all night long, but Sebastian Fontaine doing a great job in the chase. Look at the BMW just jumping up and down.
We got knocked out in top 8. A bit of a tricky one, done a pretty good lead. I had a wheel drop, which was unusual, and then on my chase, flicked in, felt like I had pretty good proximity on the first corner, but once we came around to outer zone 2, I just lost the front completely. I did handbrake the correct, but like, I've been handbraking the correct since I started driving the car, and it was the first time it understeered, which is very annoying, and then I got lost in the smoke of the transition, and then just completely fucked up from there, so it's just annoying. At the end of the run, we did have a bit of water on the windscreen and on the driver's window. Was it enough to cause understeer? Who knows? I don't know. It's a bit of a shitty excuse from my side, so I'm not going to say it was enough. But obviously, when you've roasting hot tyres and a bit of dusty water, or any kind of water would land on the tyre, it's going to cause some sort of an issue. Nothing hectic, but it is what it is. I'm going to take full blame for it. I did correct the handbrake, and I presume that's what caused the mistake, but we didn't really add anything that would have caused it, I don't think. But it's just frustrating because with it only being 3 rounds, that's kind of my championship hopes over.
Connor,
But
can you hear me?
we've a radio difficulty now at the moment because Connor has just done his lead against Sebastian Fontaine in the top 4. Connor done a pretty solid lead, so we can't tell him now as to how hard he is to push. I presume he knows he's to go 10-10. Sebastian's car is really, really hooked up. Sebastian's car, as far as I'm sure, is down in power a small bit, and he's on a bigger tyre, but it's very fast. So they're just going to take you off now, so hopefully Connor can make it to the final and keep the championship alive, one of us.
Thumbs up from both drivers. Light goes green and away they go. Sebastian Fontaine the lead, Conor Shanahan the chase. Nice initiation there from both guys, throwing it in. Sebastian on a lovely line, but look at Shanahan, he's right there with him, knocking on the door as they come around that first corner. Pushing wide, hard and fast, touching the bumpers off that inside clip on the wall. Lovely transition from both guys. Sebastian Fontaine doing a great job in the lead, but Conor Shanahan's doing a master class in the chase. Look at the wall run from both lads as they throw it in. So hard, maximum angle along the wall. Conor Shanahan knocking on the door of Sebastian Fontaine as he brings it over the line. There you go. That's what we all tune in to see. Conor Shanahan, a man on a mission. Sebastian Fontaine doing a great job. Brilliant to see him back where he belongs. But yeah, that BMW jumping up and down, up and down. Some driving there from both guys. Unfortunately, one of them can go to the final and the other is going to go to the 3rd and 4th place playoff. Who will it be? Well, there's 3 men upstairs who are going to make that decision. 2 good friends off the track. But yeah, there you have it. Conor Shanahan gets the win. He's going to the final.
تمام بس الشبكة فيه غلط. هلا
I was hoping to get a word with Conor before he's now in the final with Tomas Kiley. I was hoping to have a word, but they had a solenoid issue with the nitrous where it was sticking on when the car was running, but he basically needs to leave like right now, so we might get a thumbs up, but he is now in the final with Tomas Kiley. So hi, best of luck. I'm on the radio. Best of luck, kid. Cineran. I did find out that I'm not losing my marbles also. There was coolant on my windscreen. All this stuff here, unfortunately that is all just pure coolant, no water, and I wasn't coming up to look at what he was doing, but when I came up to look at Conor's car, because that guy is now in the 3rd and 4th place battle, when he had it one more time they had to bleed the radiator system and everything, so obviously the car is overheating or something. So unfortunately you're allowed to use pure coolant in this championship, and in Drift Masters you're not allowed to use coolant because it's very sticky. So it was only a very small bit, so I still don't want to blame it fully that was the reason of the understeer, but at least I know that there was definitely coolant on my window and I wasn't losing my mind. But now the job at hand is to make sure Conor can win this round. So I'm going to go get in front of the screen. This is going to be a serious battle because the 2 boys are absolutely flying. So I can't wait to watch it. Conor's chasing first and I told him just full kill.
Shanahan, Kiley, an all-Irish final here in Oman. Let's go. Tommy Kiley to lead, Conor Shanahan to chase. 2 boys that know each other very, very well. Let's see what happens here in Muscat tonight. Let's go. A massive initiation from Kiley. Shanahan's right there with him though. Kiley's on a lovely line. Conor Shanahan is knocking on his door all the way around that first corner. Tommy Kiley doing a great lead line. How did it not make contact with the wall? Both guys snapping the angles so fast there. Tommy Kiley working the perfect lead line, but he cannot shake off Conor Shanahan. He is right there with him. Conor Shanahan is not giving him an inch at all. He will win the proximity game for tonight. As they cross the line, dare I say, chase of the night from Conor Shanahan. From the start, he tucked into the side of that 180SX and he never left there. Watch this, both cars on the wall. Oh, boom. So deep into that inside clip. Massive transition from Kylie there, but Conor's just right with him, cannot get rid of him. Tomas not too deep in that clipping zone. Little details like that will factor in at the end. But he's perfect through that zone there, but he just cannot shake. Conor Shanahan. Wow.
Jack the Connor, can you hear me?
Fuck's sake, I don't know what's wrong with the car. That's 0 car.
Don't worry about it. His lead wasn't great. He missed, like, he was on the edge of the box on the inside all the way around out of zone 4. Like he tried pulling from you basically, but he just had too much grip. So if you just get if you can nail your lead, like I mean like 10 out of 10, you're sorted. But he may match your angle better on the entry. That's the only play. So just try to give her the fucking gears and be ready for the green light. Just try make sure to get away if you can. Other than that, like, just have to nail the lead. Like, I mean, like, paint the white lines the whole way around, because that's the only place you'll gain an advantage from Kieran.
What can Tommy Kiley do here to flip it around, to try and bring the judges onto his side? Both guys from Ireland, both guys want that top step. Two good friends going to war right here in Oman. Let's go! Massive initiation from Shanahan, but Kiley's right there with him. Knocking on the door, Conor Shanahan! Oh, contact! Conor Shanahan dropped 2 wheels. I can see his head ducked down, takes the front bumper off Kiley's car.
Looked like Conor flicked to really paint the white lines, and unfortunately, I don't know that he gets stuck on the white line and then Tomas hit him, or if Tomas hit him onto the white line. We'll have to watch the replay and see, but it's not looking great, so I don't know. We will have to see the replay, see what the judges say, but usually when you're on the white lines, you're losing pace, and the Wally system is going to show that. So that's the one thing about the white lines of this track. Like, the white lines slow you down a lot. So I don't know if they'll blame Conor for that or not, but he was definitely on throttle. No replay yet, so we'll see. They might have a result from that alone, but if they do, we will see you after the podium. So that is Oidc round 2 in the books, and pretty strong finish from me and Conor. Obviously I ended up 5th overall, and Conor obviously went on to get P2. I was hoping for him to get to do the outro, but he has been busy in the hotel. We're back at the track now, where he done some work for the S15 today, and we're also doing a little bit of help to Clint also for his S14 for round 3. Yeah, in the end, my battle in the top 8 just didn't go my way. I think when I corrected, it just caused the understeer. You will be able to see from the onboard that there was some water on the windscreen, but like I said, I don't think it was enough to cause the understeer, so I'm just going to put the blame completely on myself. We move on, we go to round 3, P3 in the championship. Conor is P2 and Tommy K is P1 championship, and I must say, Tomas, to be fair, from like the first laps practice, has been the man to beat. Like, he's just been back to his old self. Like, he's absolutely on rails, and it's great to see, to be honest, because, you know, he's been trying to make a step back at pro level competition with a couple of years now again, and to finally see it paying off like that. Like, he's got the car dialed, he's focused. It's very cool to see, and yeah, it's good to watch. It's nice to be able to watch a final with him and Conor. Basically, Conor's lead run in the final, I don't know what happened, to be honest. He said that he just kind of flicked in, he hit the paint, it slowed him down, then Tomas hit him because he was going slower, and then the brakes were locked on after the battle and stuff. So just kind of stupid bits and pieces that probably just couldn't really be avoided. Really, the track conditions here, like the track between the white lines is absolutely perfect, but outside the white lines there is chunks upon chunks of rubber. I'm just going to show you Clint's wheel here. This is just from driving back in from the track. So like, when you're in the burnout box, you have to try to get all this shit off the wheels basically, because it's a disaster. And I think this is what happened to Conor's brakes, also the same as my S15, just
bit of rubber within around the caliper, like, and it's just kind of, they're probably having to go in between the chase run to the lead run, which is very frustrating. You can't do anything about that. But yeah, that is OIDC round 2 done. I have to thank you to everyone again that made it all possible. For me, lucky day, thank you for the car. Everything seems to be going to plan. We made some adjustments since we had a test day, and we seem to win a step in the right direction. Back to the car being a little bit faster than what it was for round 2, so hopefully we can keep the momentum going. And yeah, just finish strong basically. We've only got one more round left. I don't think I can win the championship. Connor can win the championship. So yeah, we're going to go, push hard, see what happens, see how the results end up. But other than that, we're having a good time. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Please like, subscribe, share, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, see you.